On this day, trains that are still running may cause issues and could cause a crash. But today it was. But on January the 1st, 2018, a train that was going from Evergreen to New Jersey after a long day at the beach with families and people there. But the two driver names were Jackson Edwards and Williams. They were both the drivers of the New Jersey Transit Train number 5096. Today, this train was going to be its first run in 2020. For its first run, it's going to do some round trips, but for not long because disaster was going to be in front of them. Train number 5096 was flying down the tracks at 120 miles per hour, over the speed limit at 70 miles per hour. Williams, which is the driver, said,
"This train may be causing brake problems since we just left the station and since we left the yard. They said the train brakes was starting to fault."
But then the boat drivers slammed the service emergency brakes as they went over the speed limit at 137 miles per hour, overshotting the station at now 50 miles per hour. As the train pulls to a stop at 10 miles per hour, as a hard bang as the passengers hit their heads, hitting each other on the seats and windows, they felt that the train pulls to a hard stop, thinking there was a crash. Passengers was wondering what just happened. One of the conductors, the conductors and the operators jumps out of the cab to see what's going on with the emergency brakes. As they climbed down, there was nothing wrong at all. Nothing was wrong at the brakes. So they climbed back in the cabin and started reversing the train back. But on the other side, for the passengers, at the other side of the station platform, they're going to see something horrifying on the first car of train number 5096. The cars were from 5096, 5095, 5094, 5093, and 5092, and 5091, and 5090, where the boat cars could be running. But I think, 5096 wasn't having a good day. The train opens its door as the train stops. The passengers got back on the train and heading back to the city. And some passengers getting off the train, taking the next train as they feel frightened. But on the other side, they see something horrifying. One of the brakes has a big hole and a long scratch on the sides, on both two wheels on both two sides. They warned the station master that something was wrong, but it was too late for them to pull the red flag, which is the flag. It was too late for them to warn the driver to slam its stop brakes. But now the train was still going and going and going even faster. And the train would turn into a runaway. Just seconds ticked by. Seconds took by. Still, the train's brakes were starting to get worse and worse as it burns out the speed. The driver feels bumps on the front car to the second car as the passengers feeling a bumpy ride. Firstly, the driver slams the emergency brakes, thinking that it will help, but nothing could help. The train bumps hard and hard, and it will come off the rail just seconds, minutes by. Then things got worse. The train was going faster and faster over the speed limit at 137 miles per hour and still going on its long stretch track. Steadily, the train was getting faster and faster. The train was starting to speed up at 167 miles per hour now, passing 165 miles per hour. Now the train was speeding at 160 to 165 miles per hour. The driver realized something was wrong and could see one of the cars is about to jump off the tracks. One of the front and back cars' wheels jump the tracks as it passes the yard of a cargo shipping. Disaster was in 15 seconds. The train goes downhill at 165 miles an hour, and then disaster. Rest of the leading cars was still going. Passengers screamed and frightened as they about to hit a switch that was not active. And then, the cars jumped the track, smashed into each other, and both two cars with the engine exploded into flames as erupts as the gasoline fuels the train. The other three remaining cars jumped the track, hitting the town city at about 168 miles per hour. The both drivers are dead. 96 people are injured. 13 are dead. As it hitches over a speed, it crashes right into a city apartment and a shop, hitting trees, smashed into snow into places. 911 was called just after the crash, a horror fatal disaster just 2 years later before the crash. After the crash, the families that was horrified after the crash investigate what just happened. 5096 brakes was faulty at the replacement for 5098. But it was too late for them to do it because there was a rush hour service of crowded passengers with presidents, militaries, cops, everything that was at the city. As it approaches Forest Avenue in the town city at about 167 to 68 miles per hour, the train jumps the tracks over the speed and crashes shortly after disaster was struck.